Okay, so we're back working on a Z. This time, hell braided lines.
Thanks for watching, I made a video. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button.
We've had a look. You can see, I'll bring my light in. There is one, oh, there's one connection there we need to do. We've just coated them with coke, and there's another one up here. So straight from the hard line, straight down into the actual caliper. Not done these before, so we're gonna have another go. So we'll have a good look at them first, have a good look, see what we're doing. So this replaces the whole line. So we don't have the block up there. And I think we are looking at that going up there, and that going straight into there. We'll have a look, see if there's any difference. Yep, I think that's our front one. So straight up to there and straight on there. That's what it looks like. Let's have a go. Yeah, looks like we've got a 12 on here. I'm not sure how much you can see on that. Okay, well that wasn't too difficult. Okay, we've got a bit of a, obviously some fluid's going to drain out, so we thought we'd have a not worried about that. So we have new bolts that go in there. So you just put this bolt back in the hole for a moment to stop it leaking down. Clean it off in a second. Okay, we have new banjo bolts to go in. Right, so the kit comes with new bolts, new washers. Keep trying to keep everything dirt free. I believe that goes on there. And that goes directly up then. Looks like it. We're going to take our old bolt out. Let's put our new bolt in. And obviously it goes between these two stoppers to stop it going in the wrong place. Right. So I'm quite happy that's in the right position. I'm just going to do it up now. Obviously we've still got the original leaking in here. So this is hell braided lines. I've heard really good things about them. The originals are 12s, these are 14s. Can't use a ratchet because the way the braided line's made. Okay, that's one on. Straight up to this one up here. So now we've got to try getting that undone. So we're going to go straight into this line here in a moment. So I'll undo this one. So this is the hard line we're undoing now. So I'm going to remove this clip so we can pull it out and then it'll undo. Big pair of grips on it. Try to loosen it up. Doesn't feel like it wants to let go. Now all the things that I would have thought wouldn't undo, there we go. This wasn't it. I thought it was going to be the actual hardline bolt that was going to be awkward. There we go. So there's your clip out, and now this should slide. Yeah, it looks like. So looking at this, like I said, I've never done this before. So it looks like they actually go all the way down. They normally slide out. So I'm going to undo that and then try pulling it out. Means it's going to start. No, it didn't leak very much. So we're going to just try giving that a little tap to see if it goes down. As far as I'm concerned, it's not. There you go. There she goes. Right, that's the line out. And then we have to slide this line back in and then do up the thread in it so it's all clean. Trying to keep all the crap out of the threads and everything like that. So I'm going to show you a second. I'm going to zoom in and show you what's going on. Turn on the top and make sure it's tight. Right, that's not going anywhere. So I can show you now. Up here, so that slid straight through. Hold on, I'll put a bit more light on it, hopefully. So you can see this slid through this gap and then done up. Can you see what I mean there? So you can see, look, it moves around. Now we're going to put the clip back on, which is what was on there originally. And that holds it in place. We're just going to use the little mallet we had. Right, there we go. Line's on, not catching anything, perfect. Okay, so the only thing I can see we need to do now is remove these two bolts to take out this old line. Which, 12 maybe? We've got a 12 ratchet spanner, so we'll just take that off while we're here. A bit hard when you've got a camera in one hand. Right, so we've got another one up here as well. How does that undo? Another 12mm, and I think there you go, 12mm on the rear as well, and that's it. The old one is completely off. So I mean, that's quite a lot of weight actually in comparison to the actual braided line, which is quite cool. Okay, so we're going to take off this one here and the hard line there. Pretty simple. So it is a 12 for the original. Just going to do this top one. Again, it's pretty much the same as the front one. It's not really a lot to it. I'm going to use the grips to undo that clip, just so you can grab hold of it. There you go. Coming loose now. You can see all the dirt just come down on that. So same clips you got in the front, at the back. Clean it off a bit. Right. So use the 10mm to undo the hard line. I'm going to use a little mallet to knock that line out. Oh, that's not dirty in there at all, is it? No. Right, straight in with another line, keeping everything nice and clean as we go. Right, you can see that's just literally doing up by hand. No forcing it. 17mm top, sorry, 17mm bottom, which we had a second ago. There it is. And a 10mm top. Tighten that up straight away. Yeah. There we go. Stick a finger over that so we don't lose too much. Stick our new bolt straight into the braided line. Line up to go straight in. So we're trying to lose as little amount of fluid as possible. Although we are replacing it, doesn't mean we want to cause more air than possible. There we go. And that is now a 14mm at the back. The way these lines work, you can't use the ratchet spanner on it, unfortunately. Doesn't make life the easiest. Okay, again, a very, very simple one. I shall take you through it. So, hard lines up here, straight into the braided, and it goes straight into the back of the caliper. Job done. Right, okay, so we've changed all the braided hoses, everything's on, there's no leaks, I've had a good look at check round. Now we need to bleed the system, but we're not just going to bleed it, we're going to drain it out and we're going to replace it with DOT 5.1. Right, well, I bought myself a nice little bit of kit as well. We have got a vacuum bleeding kit. So we're going to suck the fluid out of it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to try to empty out the reservoir. So what we've done is we've pushed the hose down into that little gap now, instead of just putting that connection in. So we'll try again and see if we get anything. We are sucking up some fluid. Right, I think that's all the fluid we're going to get out of that, which is very good. Which would mean most of the fluid, and it's way below the minimum. You can see way below the minimum now, so we'll pull that back out and we're going to start doing a brake bleeding. Okay, so when you're bleeding your brakes, there is a sequence you need to do it in, and on the 350Z it's the left rear first, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn our little light on so you guys can see. There's a little rubber cap on it, just keeps all the dirt out of the bleed nipple. So we're just going to pull that off using a pair of pliers here, because it's just, I can't grip it with my fingers. The rubber right over the top, so we know we're getting it a good grip. Right, let's try again. There we go. Now we're getting some fluid out of it. Right, we're going to stop that for a moment. I can't see any more bubbles. But we're going to just check the fluid. So, how much fluid have we sucked through the system? Quite a lot, because I had this right up the top here. We've gone down to the max level. Now we're going to do this front one. Okay, take our rubber cap off the end. This is a 10. So undo it, and then we suck the air again. Right, you can see, look at all the horrible fluid it just pulled out of that. That's a lot of horrible fluid. So you can also see we've just sucked it all the way from the minimum up to the maximum. So we're going to refill that again. Back up to as much as I can get in it, because I'm going to go around and suck it all out again. So they say your fluid should be changed every couple of years, and I'm going to gather this has never been done. Okay, test drive time. So we've now done the braided hoses, so this is the last bit we was going to do. Let's see if it makes any difference. So I've already warmed the car up. We're going to do a couple of little tap tests, and then we'll do a hard braking to see what we think. little tap test. Oh yeah, straight away you can feel it's just kind of, there is no delay, it just seems to be biting straight away. Definitely a lot more faith behind that brake pedal. It feels hard, it feels like it's doing its job straight away. Doesn't feel like you're kind of waiting for something to happen or having to push hard. It just feels like you're tapping the brakes and it's hitting it and it's doing it. Okay, let's do an emergency brake stop up here. And brake. Ugh, Jesus. Okay, so that's the test drive finished. Very impressed with the results. Each one of those things, so we've done the brakes first, and that really good results. Then we've done obviously the braided lines this time, so you could feel the difference between the two lots. Each of those things have really good effects on their own, but together they make a really good braking system, and I'm super impressed with it. So just to recap what we've done the M-Tech dimpled and grooved front discs, we've done the EBC yellow stuff front pads, we've done the EBC red stuff rear pads, we've done the Hell braided lines all round, front and rear, and we've drained out all the old mucky brake fluid and replaced it with new. Really happy with the results and everything that we've done. Super happy. So on our next set of upgrades, we are going to be doing more to the handling side. We're going to be doing adjustable drop links, and we're going to be doing polyurethane bushes for the anti-roll bars. Okay, we'll catch you on the next Idiot in His Garage. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching our latest video. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button now. Also, feel free to follow us on Instagram. Addresses are scrolling across the bottom of the screen now. See you again soon as we continue with our mad life.